bread and butter. One achievement, I know. No. Not that bread and butter. I meant this bread and butter. The comic. I made the comic. Whoa, I know. Are we surprised? Okay, I'm gonna briefly go over what happens. So, Cody and Gwen, they're losing all their money because they both are jobless little bums, and they're gonna end up on the street. So Cody's like, right, Gwen, I'm gonna need you to get a job. She's like, no, I'm not gonna get a job. Then she's employed at Chuck E. Cheese because she applies. And Gwen comes back, she's in the Chuck E. Cheese mascot costume, and Cody has a little giggle at that. She's like, no, what the hell, don't laugh at me, I'm getting money for you, so let's stop that. Right, chapter 2. Cody wants to go to a furry con. Gwen says no. Guess what? They're at the furry con. Gwen stays dressed up as her Chucky. Con gets blown up by Duncan. Also, Shakira is dead, and Harold is devastated because he is a Shakira fan. After the con, which, again, was blown up, the two of them find a trail of drugs and meat, which lead them to a forest, not sketchy at all. And there they see a Pitbull shrine and get attacked by a very high and crazed Izzy. Cody gets stabbed. That's fun. Chapter 3, Cody wakes up in Pitbull Land and has a conversation with Alien Cody, and this is all in his little mind space, and basically he just gives him a little reality check about his crush on Gwen. Disclaimer, they never date. I never made it so they wanted to date. That was never my intentions. But eventually he wakes up out of his little dreamland, and he wakes up with Sierra holding him. She broke into their house because she stalks them. She's still a stalker. I leveled up her stalking a bit more. Okay, maybe not leveled up. She's probably still the same, to be honest, considering her in the show. Chapter 4. Sierra's gone. They go to Arby's. They meet Duncan, and Cody immediately gets him arrested after posting about him on Twitter, and we found out Duncan was the one who killed Shakira. Cody did get his Arby's, since many people missed that somehow. I don't really know how I drew it. Chapter 6. They end up without money once again, and Cody tells Gwen to get a job. She says no, and then she gets a job at Tesco. There's a pattern here of her saying no, and then immediately going, okay, suddenly I'm doing yes. I'm saying yes to you. Courtney ends up recognizing and trying to kill Gwen. In this, Courtney is crazy and thinks Gwen is a vampire. Don't ask. I never expanded on that little storyline. Gwen then pushes Courtney. She ends up injured. There's not much explaining, but the next panel is Gwen at home, and she's arrested for basically nearly murdering Courtney, even though Courtney's been trying to murder her the whole time. But okay, this is chapter 7. And then Gwen gets sent to prison after going to court. Emma is the judge because she's too poor for bail. She just immediately gets put into prison, and she gets put in a cell with Trent, who's gone fully insane with the number 9, because like from that one episode where his like little OCD moment with 9, I don't know if it's OCD, I haven't watched it in a while, so don't bash me for that. Not even less than a day, Gwen gets bailed out by Cody, and then where I swear he got the money from, Gwen quickly finds out he sold their house. They are now homeless. The one thing she was trying to avoid by getting multiple jobs for him, and he just completely ruined it. Just like that, little snap of the fingers. I can't snap my fingers, but you get the point. Exactly. Chapter 8, I think this is. I'm not gonna bother counting now. She's not happy, she's furious, and she walks away from Cody. She doesn't want to talk to him, and he wants her to stay. He's a bit attached. I'd say a bit more than that, but yeah. And he comes up with the brilliant idea to live in an ice cream van that they just saw across the street. Gwen says no, and guess what? They're in the van. Next chapter, they drive out into the forest to live their little homeless arc out, and Cody gets stolen by Sierra, who's left a note for Gwen saying that Cody belongs with her, and yada yada. Don't go to the crack shack. Gwen is obviously going to go to the crack shack. She needs to get her little loser back, who has made them homeless. She should have just left them there, thinking back on it. Next chapter, she goes to the crack shack, which, you guessed it, has crack. Oh, and Pitbull. Lots of Pitbull. Pitbull is a very reoccurring theme. For some reason, I think I was listening to Pitbull a lot when I wrote it. Maybe. I don't remember it that well. It just was. Yeah, Pitbull is blasting out loud, and she goes into the next room, and she sees Cody chained up on the wall with Eva, Izzy, and Sierra around him, with Izzy elbow deep in crack. And you know what? I love that for her. I just made her a complete crackhead for this. I love over-exaggerating their personalities. It's so fun. That's kind of the whole point of this, really. Over-exaggerating them. Anyway, the next one was a Christmas special. And basically, it was very short because I think I did it. I don't remember when I did it. I'm not going to look at the date now. But I think it was a quick one. And basically, Cody blew up Gwen after giving her a gift, which was dynamite, and she had to go to hospital. Normal stuff for the comic, I'd say. That's pretty chill compared to whatever I was getting into with the actual bit storyline. Back to the actual comic, next chapter, Sierra and Eva try to get Izzy to attack Gwen, but she's too cracked out to do anything. And they end up summoning the Arby's demon to possess Cody. That's what they were doing. They were trying to get Cody to be possessed by an Arby's demon. Next chapter, Eva insults Cody, and she's like, yeah, but you like him, he's like a loser. Why do you even like him? Sierra gets mad and strangles her. Arby's demon Cody is bored and wants to make a little deal with Gwen, who just wants Cody back and just wants to leave the whole situation. She wants to go back to her little ice cream van and be homeless. I don't blame her. Anyway, next chapter, Gwen denies the deal and absolutely sucker punches Arby's Cody into the wall. It makes him black out. Here's a little familiar voice. It's Alien Cody, if it wasn't obvious in the fact that the text was green, because aliens are green. It makes sense. And then he sees Alien Cody, and before he wakes up, he briefly sees Alien Cody again before finally he kind of like his vision clears. He's like, oh, it's Gwen. He sees Gwen's face, and that's where it ends. Yeah, very anticlimactic. It was very anticlimactic, and it was just because at that whole point it had taken me a year to do it all, and throughout the whole 13 chapters I'd felt my soul slowly slipping away each time I drew it. I'm kind of proud for getting through it. I was a trooper. I gave a little handshake, maybe a little pat on the back for what she achieved at the time. I mean, overall, it was clear there was no general direction for what the storyline was going to be. I think that's what added to how random it was, and it added to the charm, that's for sure. The reason it was so well done for being random is because I would literally just write a chapter in my notes app, draw it all out, same day, post it, write out another chapter, draw it, post it, and the cycle would just continue over and over and over 13 times plus one special. Yeah, I loved it. So there was never an actual solid plot line, because if I didn't like what I was drawing in the moment, I would just change it up a little bit so it'd be easier for me to draw, because hello, I'm very lazy when it comes to stuff like that, and I just didn't feel like it a lot of the time, especially nearing the end of it. Trust me, I just didn't want to. I just did not want to finish it, but people demanded it, and I gave the people what they wanted. At the time, it was the peak of the fandom, so like some point in 2023, I started it in August of 2023 and I finished it in 2024. When I finished it, I don't know, and I'm not going to check until I start editing because I'm lazy. But there were loads of AUs being made for Total Drama at the time, like Under the Slaughter. That's the only one I can think of off the top of my head. But I saw how much attention that was getting. Oh my gosh. I saw the attention and I was like, oh, I want a bit of that. I want a bit of attention, guys. Raising my hand. Me, please. Me, please. So I was like, right, I'm gonna make my own comic. And I was just gonna use the way I doodled to be my main style for it, because I was like, I'm not gonna do full drawings, shading, colouring, because I hate doing all that. I hate shading. I'm okay with colouring now. I don't like shading, and I like line art, so we'll do the two easiest options. Although I still did cell shading, I'm impressed with myself for that. I put a lot more detail and effort into it than what I initially thought I was gonna. And you know what? I don't think I could do that now. I'm very lazy now. So a full comic would take a lot out of me. So, well done, me, again. Pat on the back again. In the beginning chapters, You can definitely tell I had put in a lot more effort than what I initially intended. But slowly, as I began to lose interest in the show and the fandom, my effort began to decline a lot. And I feel like that just happens with anyone, with anything. If you're not feeling it, if you're not really interested in it, you're just not going to have the motivation to continue going through it at your full best effort. And that's just what happened with me, which is why the ending was so bad, in my humble opinion. I would definitely rewrite it now. I would make it a lot better. Trust me, I would. Maybe. That's a good idea, actually. I might redo it. Next video idea. The only reason I finished it was because the people constantly wanted me to pump out chapters. Like, guys. I was only 15. This has been my first time getting a lot of traction for something, and I wasn't used to it. And speaking of other people wanting me to pump out parts, ooh, guys, those comments, they began to bug me so bad. Oh my gosh, genuinely. At first it was like, oh, people were like, yes, go. I want more, I love it. But it kind of got to a point, it was just annoying. And I was making up to 20 panels for each chapter. Well, for the first, I don't know how many chapters. You can count them yourself. You can read it yourself, actually. The comments, they would just grate my little nerves off into little speckles of dust, and they would get blown away in the wind. And yeah, especially when I lost interest for the comic, it did not help. It didn't help at all, guys. But like, at the same time, I understand wanting to have more parts, because like, if you're a fan of something, you're gonna want more of it. I get that. I've been there. But being patient is also a key part of it. You gotta wait, please. It made me want to slam my iPad into my head and smash the screen. But yeah, past these comments, I still got a lot of love for my comic. And even now, I still really appreciate every single comment I got. Like, lots of hearts for all of you. Speaking of appreciation and love, guys, I love the fan art. I love the edits. Guys, I had stars in my eyes, mouth dropped open, dragging along the floor. I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. Guys, do more. But yeah, the attention was making me happy. And I made a little folder and I saved all the fan art and edits I had seen. And I went back to look at them again for this. And I realised there was some that I didn't see. And I was like, oh my gosh, would it be too late to reply 3 years late? It's okay to reply 3 years late, but it's okay. With the folder, some have been deleted, unfortunately. I wish I could remember them. But here are some of the fan art and edits. These are some of my favorites. They're all my favorites, guys. Come on, I love them. Anyway. Okay, so like past edits and fan art. Guys, let's talk about why it's called Bread and Butter. And well, the story is intense. It's complicated. It's so mind-boggling. It strikes the deepest nerves of your brain cord, and it makes you go, whoa, and twitch, and you're like, oh, whoa. So the story is, I was sat at my desk eating a slice of buttered bread. And I was like, yeah, this is my comic name. That was the complicated and mind-boggling story of how it got named Bread and Butter. I eatered. Yep, you know what? Yeah, I eatered a slice of buttered bread. And I was like, yes. I just thought I'd share the fun little facts because I find it kind of funny. I should talk about my inspirations for the whole the comic as a whole, because that's definitely important to why it was also made. And as you read through it, you can definitely see how strong the inspirations were. I mean, people commented it like loads at the time. So the inspiration, number one, is the comic 1 Week Mark by Truck Stop Tiger 05. Had a lot of people like on a tight, it was on a grip, on a death grip. And you know what? The effect was strong, and people are still affected by it, even though it's like stopped going on, unfortunately. But that's okay. There's no hate here, only love. The love for the comics stays strong, even after all this time. I liked how random and nothing made sense, and yet it still all was connected. I needed to make that for the Total Drama fandom. I did. So I did what no AI prompt giver has ever done. I picked up my Apple Pencil and I drew that darn comic with my inspiration. Also, 1 week mark wasn't the only impact on my decision to start the comic. The comic Back to Crack was like the final push to make me start drawing. Back to Crack definitely isn't anywhere near as popular as 1 week mark, but basically it's like mainly Sierra and Cody doing their own little thing, little story going on. To be honest, you just have to read it to understand what's going on. It's on Instagram. The account is literally just Back to Crack. I love it. It's so odd. I love odd things. Like, keep it going. I love it. Anyway, so those were my inspirations. Another thing is just that I want to mention how I had like background. There was a thing where people would make like Twitter interactions between all the characters in slideshows, and I ate those up. Oh my god, those were my dinner. Those were my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I ate them up. And so you know what? I was like, I'm going to incorporate that into my comic. That's also how I managed to add in how Courtney thought Gwen was a vampire a lot of the time. Pretty smart on my behalf, I think, if I do say so myself. But so I did actually look through this. I know, I went and did my own research on my own comic. Shocking. They went up through chapters 1 to 7, and from chapter 1 to 7, those were my best chapters. To 13 was definitely weaker, because I'd lost motivation by that point, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Looking back, but yeah, that's all I really wanted to say on it. I mean, I look back on this era and I'm like, I'm really fond at how ambitious I was at the time, since, you know, I struggle to draw a lot more than 4 things for a small comic now. As I said before, I'm lazy. I'm really lazy. But, good news, I've grown in my art skills since. So huzzah, huzzah, hooray. The little community I had like gathered at the time, it made me feel so happy. And oh my gosh, there was this one comment posted by someone who was pretending to be Shakira with the same Shakira photo I used for the shirts. And essentially, she just went, Duncan when I catch you, Duncan. And I love that comment. I still have it. 18th of September 2023, Shakira commented, when I see Duncan, it's on site. Thank God I never deleted it. And I love Silly Cody said, in quotation marks, FNAF has the best lore, bread and butter existing. Dude, so true, what can I say? Side note as well, actually, just seen what my profile picture used to be. I don't like Wilbur Soot, guys. I don't support him. I changed the picture to just Cody after finding out that he's not a good person. He's a little abuser. But the screenshots are definitely gonna have me with that photo, so just thought I'd clarify that now. Oh, I'm looking at all this old stuff. No one cares. 2023 was a time. I wish I could go back to it. Okay, that's enough of that. That's enough of my rambling. I think this is by far the longest I've yapped for my comic anyway. I might do a few more little edits, fan arts at the end, if I'm feeling a little jazzy, which I probably am. Because I want to show my loves, the appreciation I have for everyone who took their time out of their day to do something for bread and butter. Anyway, that's all I have to say for now. Guys, would it be too cheeky to ask if you could hit that little thumbs up, the little like button? Yeah, imagine me gently pointing at it like, yeah, right here, do it, like it. And then, oh, what's that to the right? Let's subscribe. Yeah, hit that little subscribe button too whilst you're at it. You know, I mean, you might as well. I might do some more bread and butter stuff, more short drama. I'm rewatching at the moment, so you never know, I might do it. Anyway, I'm gonna stop the yapping now. But yeah, like, subscribe, and goodbye.